Morning guys, little quickie here. Just see me cutting off one of these little, it was a little like a little angle bracket, and my cunning plan is to make myself a plunge guide or two. So obviously just trim those down. The next step is onto the drill. What I did was the original holes, I couldn't quite get a bolt that fitted them properly, so what I've done is I've just drilled these out to 8mm, so when these bolts go in they're quite a tight fit, so they're just squitching the way in, which then obviously that will reduce any movement in this. So I've got another half dozen holes to do, and then it's onto the grinder and clean them up. I'll bring you back in a mo. So there we are, that's the all the holes drilled. All ready now for a bit of a clean up. So onto the grinder. Now then, where did I put my magnet? I've got a magnet. Oh, there we go. Just makes it easy to keep hold of. Here. Yep. Onto here. Nice and small. Good. There we go. There we go. That's all four cleaned up. And that keeps bloody dropping off. There we go. So that's the fourth piece. Go. So let's put you over here, got some bolts, and the cunning plan, whilst I'm fully aware that these don't have any fancy carbide fascias on them, basically what I have, I'll put that one to that side, I believe, yep, bolt goes through, just, yep, and two, the nut on, and number two, oops, still on that one, that side goes there, there we are. Voila! So what we have there, the knife is, well, this is quite a large one. I think the small one will fit quite nicely, but obviously the system is the same. The knife goes in, whatever angle you're wanting to set your plunge lines to. Finger tight to start with, and although I'm aware this is a little bit fiddly because I'm going to need a little spanner and a nut just to nip that on. But basically what we have there is a plunge guide, I'll put the other one together in a minute. I'm sure you don't need to see me put another 2 nuts onto there. Although that, actually, I said might be a bit small, but actually it will be perfect for that size of blade. So it will actually be perfect for the small to medium ones. This is actually quite a lot larger than I thought. Never actually put the things close to each other to measure, but there we have a plunge guide. And like I said, I think the total cost for I bought the 2 brackets, which has given me 2 complete plunge guides, and the 4 nuts and bolts was approximately $16 for the 2. So I don't think that's too bad really. And obviously these are only mild steel, so they're not going to take, you know, a huge amount of wear and a huge amount of hammer, but there are 2 sides to it. So as long as you're reasonably careful with these, and if you're putting plunge guides on, you should be being pretty careful. I don't see any reason they shouldn't last a while. And for that kind of money, we'll see how it goes. There we go. So, hope you found that reasonably informative. Like I say, another little quick tip, if you're anything like me, anything that means, especially starting out, it's such an expensive game to get into, is this knife making. If you're going to try and do anything really, you know, really good at it, it's obviously different if you don't need any of this. If you're just having a go, you know, there's nothing at all to stop you just getting on there and doing it like I did for years. Files, if you've got a bit of access to like just an ordinary bench grinder or something, can really help, but if not, files and sandpaper. And I think one of the differences, if you're using a file, obviously it takes like 4 or 5 times longer to do anything, but it also takes 4 or 5 times longer to make a mistake, and that's where something like this can come in. Especially for me, who's, you know, I've got to say I'm on the bottom of my learning curve with the grinders and everything. So if this helps to give me a better finish until I've really got my hands and my hand and eye coordination going, then I'll happily use whatever I need to do to give me, you know, a knife somebody might be hopefully proud, you know, proud to own and use. So with that, guys, I will sign off this little piece, and hope you're having a great day. Sun's shining out there, clear blue skies, it's looking awesome. So have a great weekend, and subscribe, like, you know, it's free, and catch you on the next one. Awesome, guys, have a great one. Thank you for watching.